Another night of exciting Friday night racing from the Cobra E Racing Series. Tonight, our races are coming to you live, or not live, but coming from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tonight, we got three races. All three of the series are running at Charlotte tonight. And once again, I'm going to be joined by my broadcast partner, broadcaster Clay. Nice to have you back, man.
What's going on, everyone? Good to be back this week for the action here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Promises to be a good one tonight. They are getting ready to start qualifying here in a few minutes, but I do want to get to a couple of things before we... The first thing that I want to get into is our driver changes for the week. Lost in the Sauce Motorsports will be sticking around with their same group of guys. The same can be said for Gorilla Autosport, as well as Rum Runners Racing and Black Bear Racing. But we do have a change to announce at Venom Racing. Terrell will be driving down into the Truck Series. Actually, there was a trade that perhaps it'll be in the truck broadcast that gets talked about. But Terrell moved down to the Truck Series and then moved in a trade, and that allows room for RJ Smitty to be called up to the Xfinity Series, driving the now number 92 Venom Racing Chevrolet. He will not be able to race in his first race tonight, so Taddy will fill that seat tonight. So we are excited to have RJ Smitty now in the Xfinity Series at this point. I want to cover the point standings real quick. After 2 wins in a row, Private Patton is your points leader. He leads by 6 points over his teammate, the one of Hamilton. Those two have been excellent this year. And then in a weird year, I guess you could say, for Jose Protege. 3rd in points, but only 1 top 10 this year. Boatload of stage points, but he just hasn't gotten the finish yet. GTR Jacob also will not be with us tonight, but he is 4th in the point standings. With WRX Mike in 5th, Mopao and Nuka in 6th, Marini in 7th, Bad Guy in 8th, and Masopes in 9th. All those guys have pretty good cushions at 16 points or higher. And then 1 point separates 10th and 11th. Those are 2 Rum Runner teammates. Right now the spot belongs to Mills, who will be returning to action this week after missing the races last week. And then his teammate, the 10 of Derek Cope, are both separated by 1 point tonight, so we'll see what those guys are able to do. Anything you want to note from either RJ Smitty being added or the point standings, Butters?
No, it was just a good thing that we got RJ Smitty to come back. I believe I don't know if he missed actually the whole season last year, but worked on him a little bit in the off season. He said he was good to go, but somebody kept reaching out to him, and kudos to them. But yeah, really glad to have RJ Smitty back here in the with us here in Cobra.
And the other thing we need to get to in this pre-race, and we'll do it for all of the races tonight. The Cobra E Racing Series lost a teammate, a brother, a friend, above all. This week, as we lost Travisty's son. Now, Travis had been a part of this league since season number 1. He's an OG Cobra member. He was 35 years old, passed away very unexpectedly. He was a close friend of mine, and for Underdog Motorsports, my team this year. A very harsh go of things for Cobra this week. We are electing this week not to do anything just yet in his memory. We're still trying to, handle things the way they come at us. His funeral services were earlier this week. I was able to attend in person. An even greater man than I thought. So tough loss for all of us here in the Cobra E Racing Series. Our hearts go out to Caleb Beth and his wife and the rest of his family. Just an unbelievable situation there. Can't believe that he has left us this soon.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, like I said, it was very, very surprised once I found out last Saturday morning. And like you said, Trav was a really great guy. Very vocal, very opinionated on everything, and not saying that was a bad thing, but he was a class act guy. He was always a privilege to talk to. He was always a good time to talk to. I know there's going to be a lot of guys in this league are going to miss his laugh, and just want to say Godspeed, Trev, and prayers to his wife and his family. And like I said, we're going to come up with something at a later date here to honor Trev and what he's done for Cobra and everything else. So just we'll be thinking of you, Trev. Rest in peace, buddy, and hopefully you enjoy watching some races tonight.
There are some smaller things that we will be doing tonight. For the Xfinity and the Cup Series, we will pause for a moment of silence on laps 18 and 87, two of his notable numbers. So we will be doing that on laps 18 and 87 as we get into the races here tonight. We also have a guest with us in the booth for the Xfinity race is truck driver and truck captain over at now Tennessee Whiskey Racing. There in honor of Travis is Klein Boy. Welcome into the booth, Klein.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. This is going to be a different experience, first time, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you as the night goes on. I want to get into qualifying here so that I can do driver intros real quick. When those are set to go, but we were just remarking there about Travis Klein. So was there anything you wanted to share about Travis?
I didn't know Travis that well, but I can tell from the entire week here that he has meant a lot to plenty of you in this league. So he just, for sure when something like that happens, it's unfortunate. Life does go on, though, and we will run tonight, in honor of him, and I'm sure you'll do your very best with your team here tonight at the trucks too to represent him. So I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, should be a good one here tonight. There was one other small driver move that I forgot to mention with Terrell moving down to the truck series. Just Ken will slide over from the 15 and will now be driving the 4. So I did forget to check that there, Butters. But yeah, they're in qualifying right now. They're about halfway through it here, but we're getting ready for driver intros.
So Clay, do you do that right before the Okay, I got you. I missed last week, so yeah, I got you.
Was trying to double check to make sure we had everyone in the field tonight. We should be one short. I'm trying to figure out who that is.
So are you gonna need me to do anything on my end?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you can sit in here with us during qualifying too. So let me get you an invite, Butters.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can show what I'm talking about.
Right.
There you go. I was just trying to see who we were missing for tonight. I swear we're missing someone. Oh, the 98. Where's Ty? Ty Racing was supposed to be in the 98 tonight.
Yeah, he will. He'll be there. It looks like Chewy's trying to get him on board with what's going on right now, but he knows he should be there for the 98.
Okay. There you have it. They are finishing qualifying for now, though they're on lap number 6, so they'll be hopping back into the lobby here momentarily. And so since Ty will be coming in, he will start in position number 20. The driver out of Marion, Ohio, will be piloting the number 98 Black Bear Racing Ford for GTR Jacob tonight, who is out of action, out of commission for tonight. So he will be your driver in position number 20. And this will be Ty Racing's first Xfinity start of the season in a call-up from the Truck Series. And he will be racing later in trucks as well. So we'll get to see what Ty can do. He was in the Xfinity Series last year and had a pretty solid season.
Yeah, he was a strong runner. You know, he was competitive all year long. I believe he was in the playoffs, and I did think he made a couple of rounds. So yeah, I mean he's a strong runner. So be interesting what he does here tonight, getting that chance at that hot seat.
They're headed back for the lobby right now. We'll see what we got here. It should just update on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an invite to that I need?
I'll get that to you in just a moment.
Perfect.
Okay, so starting in position number 19 from Warwick, New York, driving the number 11 Rum Runners Racing Chevrolet. It is Brinkerhoff starting in position number 18, driving the Gorilla Autosport number 19 Toyota from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's Don't Want None, starting in position number 17 from Standish, Maine, driving the Lost in the Sauce Motorsports number 9 Chevrolet. It's Mopawa Nuka, starting in position number 16, driving the Gorilla Autosport number 20 Toyota from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. It's Marini, starting in position number 15, also from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, driving the number 8 Lost in the Sauce Motorsports Chevrolet. It's Bad Guy, starting in position number 14 from Loganville, Georgia, driving the Rum Runners number 10 Chevrolet. It's Derek Cope, starting in the 13th position from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, driving the Black Bear Racing number 07 Chevrolet. It's Chewy, starting in position number 12 from Chicago, Illinois, driving the Black Bear Racing number 22 Ford. It's WRX Mike, starting in the 11th position tonight from Muncie, Indiana, driving the Venom Racing number 21 Chevrolet. It's Mopawa Cat, starting in position number 10 tonight from Grand Rapids, Michigan, driving the Venom Racing number 4 Chevrolet. It's Just Ken, starting in position number 9, driving the Rum Runners Racing number 6 Chevrolet from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's 403 Mills, starting in the 8th position tonight from Woodsville, New Hampshire, driving the Venom Racing number 92 Chevrolet. It's GTR Taddy, starting in the 7th position tonight from Peterborough, out of England in the United Kingdom, driving the number 18 Gorilla Autosport Toyota. It's Robbie Racing, starting in position number 6 tonight from Mayaguez, Puerto Rico, driving the Gorilla Autosport number 54 Toyota. It's Jose Protege, starting in the 5th position from Knoxville, Tennessee, driving the Venom Racing number 0 Chevrolet. It's GTR Beatty, starting in position number 4 tonight from Houston, Texas, driving the Rum Runners number 16 Chevrolet. It's Monster Racing, starting in the 3rd position tonight from Phoenix, Arizona, driving the Lost in the Sauce Motorsports number 1 Chevrolet. It's Hamilton. And on the front row for tonight's race, starting in position number 2 from Atlanta, Georgia, driving the Black Bear Racing number 08 Chevrolet. It's Masopes. And on the pole for tonight's race from Toledo, Ohio, he's won the last 2 races here in the Xfinity Series, driving the Lost in the Sauce Motorsports number 7 Chevrolet. It's Private Patton. And so there you have it, your starting order for tonight's race, with Private Patton on the pole.
So with that, we are going to back out of the lobby there, Butters.
Yep.
Sauce, if you are listening, make sure that Klein has an invite as he's in the booth with us. I meant to send you an invite beforehand, but I just forgot.
I got him one.
Okay, good.
So, Klein, while we're waiting here for the invite, what are you looking at here tonight, Klein? Who are you thinking? Who you think is going to win? Who's your favorite? Who's the dark horse?
Man, I mean, it's hard to. You can't sleep on the Soaps. He's been good here. He's been good the past couple weeks. Patton, he's very good. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go though with my dark horse. I'm gonna go with Ty. He's one of my drivers down the truck team. I'm gonna root for my boy and see what he can do. But as far as a dark horse pick, I'm gonna go with him. But you just can't sleep on the Soaps or Patton.
Here you have it.
Also, what do you think? What's a big key to win this race, Klein? What do you look at? Is it just position? I know strategy plays a lot, but what's your biggest key on you think on for
We're set to
driving?
join. We're set to join. We're set to join.
I'm gonna need another invite. Something went wrong with that one that I got the first
Okay.
time, Butters.
Butters have to get him. Well, I got it.
Okay.
So, watching on Patton's stream,
Here as I load into this race. On pole for this race, as we mentioned a couple
times here, and away they go. It's him and Masopes on the front row. They're gonna take it down into turn one. This will be lap one of 22 laps here in stage one. So, there you have it. As they head down the back straightaway for the first time. There you go. You should be set to go. Oh, uh-oh. Did I see a lag out already? I might have seen a lag out already. I'm showing that Nuka has lagged out of this race on the very big news there. Or no, not sure what happened there. The 9 of Sauce is on pit road. Not quite sure what happened here. There, Butters and Klein.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now, and that's. Oh well, he's not in this series.
Yeah, I was confused there for a moment.
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
ask
Yeah,
what
that'd be
happened there.
just yeah.
So as we take a look at our picks here, Butters, for myself, I have the 7 of Patton going to victory lane. This is a string. We've been to a string of tracks that are some of his favorites here on the circuit. So I picked him to win his 3rd race in a row. But you, on the other hand, picked the driver that is riding in position number 2, that being Hamilton.
That me?
Am I correct?
I believe
Yeah.
I thought I picked Masopes.
You might have. I might be thinking of Chase.
I
who
believe
picked Hamilton.
Chase picked Hamilton.
Well, you have Masopes, who is.
Yep.
Where is Masopes at now? He is
He is
back here in
currently
position
running
number 4.
fourth. Yep.
I love watching Charlotte under the lights. That's awesome.
And the Soaps, it did appear that he fell back a little bit on the start, but he's starting to gain a little bit of that position back. So it'd be interesting to see if he'll catch these front 3.
A lot of action here towards the back of the field. Got a chunk of cars that are working their way through here, which appears to be led by the 4 of Just Ken, who's returning to action this week after missing a week ago, I do believe. Yes, that's correct. We're 3 wide here on the front stretch. Braves looking for a move there on the 18 of Robbie. Can't quite get it done. But there you have it.
Are you guys
Take a
checking
shot for
out?
every time I say that.
You guys getting a little jumpiness on your screen, like a server
I'm
deal?
not.
Okay.
Everything's good on my end.
Okay. Just wanted to verify that.
Battle is on for second place, though, as Chase Beatty has gotten up to the back bumper of the 1 of Hamilton. Actually, it's Chase v. Chase right there for position number 2, for those that don't know. We've got a battle of the Chases.
And
The NASCAR
car behind. Oh, I'm sorry, Ty.
Yeah, there you go. Masopes is indeed catching this pack. I was just going to say, though, that we've got Chase Hamilton and Chase Beatty are Chase Briscoe and Chase Elliott of the Cobra E Racing Series. So there you go, a pack of chases. But there's a Mason that's chasing them down too. Masopes there in position number 4. And he is coming at a fast pace here as he's going to jump to the inside of this 0 here, Klein.
Yeah, he has been on a rampage the past couple of weeks. He's been doing such a great job. I started the series off this season in that car, and I decided to drop down to a lower series. Masopes could not be a better choice to take.
We got to spin. We got to spin, guys.
We got to spin.
The 19 of Don't Want None.
Here? Don't Want None has gone around.
He's heading down on pit road right now. Yep.
Yeah, he also was not able to race with us last week. A number of drivers not able to make last week's race, but the 19 down pit road early in this one, that Gorilla Autosport Toyota, has had a rather rough go of things here the last couple weeks. Not quite the runs that he's been looking for. Looks like the 11 of Brink may have had some issues there too, as he's fallen way off the pace here. Not quite sure if they might have had some contact there, but Masopes has already made a move on Hamilton there for position number 2. Then there's a pack of about, there's 5 cars. But that's basically gonna make up your top 10. So you got the front 4 and then a pack of about 6 cars. And already working his way up is that 22 of WRX Mike. Now last week was not what that 22 was looking for. He didn't finish inside the top 10 at all. In the stages or in the race. And he's 5th in the points, and he had a fantastic start to the season, accruing a number of stage points. But WRX Mike, ooh, the 54 is into the wall there. And people are already down pit road? Is that what I'm seeing? What happened there?
Well, it looks like I didn't see the car number, but the 54 got a little help up into that outside wall, and everybody was kind of just splitting it, trying to miss whatever action was going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like that car in question was the 18 of Robbie Racing. So looks like he had to take evasive maneuvers to the apron. And great driver's etiquette to he obviously lost a chunk of speed there, so he didn't bring it back up in traffic. He fell back to this other pack that has a number of cars in it, a number of Gorilla Autosport guys, as they were almost 3 wide there. The 18, the 19, and the 20 are back there with the 6 of Mills. And so there's that happening too. Bad Guy looks to have had some issues too. He's fallen off of this pack, who's had a fantastic start to the season, guys. This 8 of Bad Guy, no one's really talking about him, but he has, I believe it's 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s this year in 5 races. So a great start to the year for the 8. Yeah, I'm seeing some damage on this right front of that number 8 Chevy Camaro. Butters, what you thinking about Bad Guy so far this year?
Yeah, he's had a really strong year so far. I mean, he's, like I said, he's been one of the originals, I believe, if not season 2 coming in. But yeah, I mean, great guy. I mean, he shows up every week. He likes to race. He does his thing, but yeah, he's just overall really a strong competitor here.
And there's been a change for the lead as Masopes has gone around Patton for position number 1. I'm sorry that I missed that on my end of things. And also Hamilton has gotten around Patton for 2nd. So Patton lost a couple spots already here. It's still these front 4 though. And then a pack of about 5. That 08's looking sharp. Klein.
Yeah, like I said, man, he's been on it this season, and I've learned to not sleep on him. He's been doing such a good job, but you just can't give up on Patton. I mean, from what you told me, I haven't raced around him enough, but he's one of the best out there. So we'll see what he can do if he gets back to the 08.
Man, he's gotten back around his teammate there, the 1, Hamilton, dropping back to position number 3 there. Chase Beatty sitting there waiting to pounce. But
I don't know what the lap count is, but it would be a safe bet that these 3 here behind Masopes should probably just line up and not necessarily try to pass each other, but try to just gain that speed back to where they can catch him and get back around him if they want to gain extra stage points.
Oh, the one of Hamilton's been up in the outside wall, and he's going to get passed by that 0. But we are approaching lap number 18, and in memory of our friend Travis Tyson, we will be silent for this lap. And as Travis would have it best, lots of action here in this front four in that lap number 18 of the race. Patton peeking his nose underneath that 08. Oh my goodness, he got Omega loose and he almost spun it. Now he's 3 wide for the second spot. Wow. So impressed that he was able to keep it together there. Now he's going to have a run to the inside of the 1. As the 0 gets a bit tight and pushes the 1 up the racetrack. So move the 1 down to 4th, the 7 back up to 3rd, and the 0 already up to position number 2. We saw this 0 look particularly strong at Iowa last week. He didn't quite get it done, but he did have a good finish. After a string of tough luck finishes at the plate tracks, the 0 has brought it back a little bit here. And he's going to have the 7 make a run to his inside right there. And the 0 gets the outside wall a little bit on corner entry there, Butters.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Chase is, he's come back. He's he's doing a really good job out here. Not to discredit him at all, but really surprised. He's running up here with these other 3, and he's showing a strong outing.
And don't look now, but position number 5 is piloted by the 92 of GTR Taddy. Now, he didn't start highest in this race. I believe he qualified just outside the top 10, but he's already worked his way up to the 5th spot, leading this pack that has Jose Protege and WRX Mike in it. GTR Taddy, a Cup driver racing down tonight for RJ Smitty, who would normally be in this car and will be for the remainder of the season, I do hope. Hope we get to see him the rest of the year. But GTR Taddy with a great run going so far in this 92. And that was the end of the first stage. So Masopes gets the stage win as Private Patton second. Hamilton is third. Chase Beatty is fourth. Fifth belongs to Taddy. Sixth is WRX Mike. Seventh is Jose Protege. Eighth is Monster. Ninth is Braves. And 10th is Mills. Notable thing to mention there, Braves getting 1 spot on his teammate of Mills. So they are now tied for that final spot in the playoff grid right now. Although it is still very early in the season to be talking about the playoffs. This is just race number 6. So long way to go there, guys.
Yeah, for sure, Clay. Like you said, we're probably, a third through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Change on pit road. Patton's crew gets him out in front of Masopes' crew there, as we're going green here for stage number 2. See that 08 of Masopes get down to the apron very quickly there. We'll see who can capitalize the most on these restarts. It is fanning out like crazy, guys.
Yeah, they're going to stay pretty tight here for a lap or two, before a little bit of distance gets put in a few packs. But we're going to see here if the original front 4 pack, we got that new guy in there, that number 92 there is going to be up there with them. So it'll be interesting if them 5 can create a little distance between Taddy and is that WRX Mike?
Yes.
Running that 22? Yeah, so we'll see if WRX Mark or Mike leading that second pack can hang with these front 5.
The one of Hamilton's been in the outside wall, and he's going to have a number of cars freight train him on the outside there. The 92 is going to go by. The 22 will go by, as well as the 10. Did you get a good look at that there, Klein?
I did not. I was actually focused on Patton and the lead pack up here in the front. I did not get to see that one.
Another change for the lead here, perhaps, is Masopes is going to bring it to the inside of the 7 of Patton. But look, don't look now. The 0 of Beatty, he is right there.
Oh, we're wrecking on the front stretch, guys. The 11 car is around.
The 11 of Brink has gone around. Have we caught up any others in this wreck? No, it does not appear so, but a lot of damage to that left front of the 11 of Brinkerhoff, the captain of Rum Runners Racing. Finding it tough sledding here so far in this one.
Yeah, unfortunately,
looks like
break
the
there.
08's going to get close, clear for the lead there.
Yep, the 08 is your new leader.
I gotta step away for just a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
The 92 of Taddy's been in the outside wall. He's going to get freight trained here a little bit. Everyone's going around that 92, and he'll have a lot of ground to make up. Oh, the 16 gets the 21 into the wall there. That was a very questionable move, and now they're reckoning 4. 21 involved, the 18 is involved, I believe the 6, the 8 is involved, the 19 is involved, the 20 of Marini also involved. That all got started when it looked like the 16 tried to manually clear himself there in front of that 21 and just couldn't do it. I mean, for lack of a better term here, guys, he took him out. That happened right in front of me. I'm not quite sure if there was some bad blood between the 16 and the 21 prior to this, but 16 and the 21 getting after it here early in this one in stage number 2. But we're back ready to go as Masopes will lead us back to the green flag here after our second caution of the race.
Alright, I am back, guys.
You missed a wreck.
Oh, no. What happened?
The 16 and the 21 got into it entering turn 3 and crashed a number of cars, including 2 Gorilla Autosport Toyotas caught up in that one. But we're about halfway through stage number 2. This is the 9th lap of the stage. Patton's going to get a nose under that 08 as they work into 3 and 4. And there goes Patton. He's going to go and take that lead away from the 08. The 08 is not quite going to be able to stick.
We have a lot going on in the back of the field. The 11 cars around again of Brinkerhoff.
Yep, the 11 has gone back around again. I'm seeing that. Not quite sure what happened there. If he might just be a touch bit loose or what might be going on with that 11 tonight, but it is hard. This is a hard racetrack. People don't really talk about it. We've got some cars there on the apron. Not quite sure what's going on down there, but this is a tough racetrack. Balance is hard to get, but once you get it, it's pretty easy to keep it. But sometimes when you grab balance for your car, you lose speed. So this is a tough track to drive. We've got a new entry into the top 5, and it's the 9 of Nuka. And Nuka's also in a position just like Bad Guy, who's having a fantastic season so far. Let me see if I can get to this 9. Where is he hiding out at? There he is. The 9 of Nuka started in the back of the pack for this race, but he's already worked his way up to position now number 4 on the racetrack after Hamilton has had some issues up into the outside wall again. But, the 4 of Ken is going to move the 9 of Nuka up the racetrack. And as I say it here, guys, here's that broadcaster's curse going on already. The 54 is going to send it on the 16, and he's going to get into the 6. And that puts the 6 into the wall there. Really going at it. Hamilton stuck down here in the grass. He's trying to hang on to it. He's going to. Lots of aggressive racing. The 54 chops the nose of the 92 now. And now we're 3 wide, almost 4 wide. The 16's been put into the wall by the 9. Lots of people making very, very aggressive moves here. We're going to be 3 wide into 3 here. The 9, the 18, and the 1. Who's going to give? It looks like the 1's going to be the one to give. Smart racing there by that 1. But he's going to hold that bottom line, and it's the 18 who's ultimately going to have to back out there. Lots of action here in the back while the front three continue to pull away. Let's see. What else is going on here?
A lot. This Xfinity series never stops amazing me. The amount of hard work and the drive that these guys have, they put on some great shows.
Here goes the 18 of Robbie, looking for position number 9 on the racetrack, I do believe this is, as we have 5 laps to go here in stage number 2.
Just a quick shout out to everybody checking out the YouTube stream. Everybody out there watching, hey, how's it going, guys, tonight? We got N. O'Toole, we got the Baseball Kid, we got Bomber.
Oh, we're wrecking again. The 16 has been sent down pit road, I believe, by the 6. Those are 2 teammates getting into it there. And the 6 is trying to gather it back up here as he does so in front of this 19 of Don't Want None. Big time struggles out of the 20 of Marini here in recent weeks. Not a great go of things for Marini. And I remarked this in the power rankings for those of us that are in the Cobra Discord. I remarked this, that Marini has either finished outside the top 10 or on the podium this year. He has yet to finish any position other than first, second, third, or outside the top 10. Tough go of things for this 20 so far. We get back up to this front pack, though, where we might have a change for second here in a minute, as Masopes and Beatty are going at it for position number 2. But Patton's going to kind of drive off into the sunset here. He's looking at 2 to go here in the stage, and it looks like it's the 16 that's going to be coming off of pit road there. He'll have to use due care with these leaders as he works off of pit road here. And it looks like he's going to let these front 3 leaders go. Patton is going to head into 3 and 4. Masopes won the first stage, but Patton looking to drive away here with stage number 2 as he's going to see the white flag in this second stage. You're watching the Cobra E Racing Xfinity Series. Hope everyone is enjoying the show here tonight. The longest races of the season, Charlotte, one of those gauntlet racetracks here, as Patton works his way down the backstretch for the final time. And into 3 and 4. Fantastic season for this 7 of Patton. He's won 3 races this year. He's the one of 2 drivers as he takes this stage 2 victory. He's one of 2 drivers in the league, the other being Cyogenic, as drivers who have won 3 races. But Patton is the only driver. Fun fact. He's the only driver that has won 3 or more races in his series, and he'll be looking for his 4th win of the year here, guys. So as we get ready to start stage number 3, I want to get some thoughts first from you, Klein. What are you looking at as we head into the 3rd stage here?
Well, Patton is surely doing what I was talking about earlier. He's keeping that momentum going. You're talking about how he's going to he could possibly pick up his 4th win of the season. But I'm still not sold. I think Masopes might be able to give him a run for his money here. I don't think that 08 car is done with that 7 just yet. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
As we're getting ready to start this 3rd stage, as they get started, Butters, I want to get your thoughts. What are you looking at here in this 3rd stage?
Well, obviously, I'm going to be watching Masopes since he's my pick, and let's see if he has enough here to hold off that 7 of Patton. But obviously, you remember, like, you got that 0 there of Beatty. He's been up front pretty much all race, but we do have a newcomer there in that number 4 and the 18 here running in the top 5.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding for that 18 of Robbie Racing here the last few races, too. He was runner-up at Daytona, but just as soon as that happened, that's all he's really been able to do this year. But look here at this now, with the 7 and 08 stuck on that outside. Look at the 0 and the 18 pushing through on this inside lane.
That was a big move.
Patton has no help, and now they're going 3 wide. Masopes is going to move the 9 up into the 7. And the 7, fantastic driving by the 7. in order to keep the car straight. Man, oh man, he did a fantastic job. If y'all could see what he did on his stream, very impressive moves by the number 7 of Patton. Wow, guys. That was a fantastic save. So we've reached the midway point of this race. This is lap number 50 of 100 in this race. So there goes Masopes to the inside of the 18. The 7 is going to follow suit there as the 0 is going to get away with the lead. Masopes a great run down the backstretch. He's going to look maybe to the outside of that 0. Not quite going to be there. But Patton, is he going to take a look to the outside of the 08? No, but the 08's going to look underneath the 0 for the lead.
Clay, I'm going to jump out and get back in off an invite. My stream is lagging. I'm going to see if that maybe helps. So I'm just going to jump out quick and jump back in.
Sounds good. So we've got 2 pretty solid packs here, Klein. Are you paying attention to that second pack, or are you up here with the leaders?
I'm up here with the leaders, but I have been able to keep a close eye on the second pack there, and it is going to be interesting. Interesting to see what type of moves happen whenever they get there. The front pack isn't exactly as formed up as that backpack, so it'll be interesting to keep an eye on.
You got 2 really fast cars there, and I think that 22 is a third car that is particularly fast. But I'm thinking this one of Hamilton is just incredibly tight. Doesn't look to me like he can hold the bottom, which lets me know that he's really, really struggling with being way too tight, particularly in the middle of the corner, which is common for cars here at Charlotte. Being tight on center is really a common occurrence. Based on, how the turns are laid out with the banking and how they go. Like, if you've raced in this game on NASCAR Heat 5 at Charlotte, you know what I'm talking about. So, I think Klein knows what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do. I'm hit or miss here. It depends on the setup. It depends on how you're actually feeling that day. So, I'm hit or miss.
There you have it. Did have a change for the lead, though. Chase Beatty falling down to position number 4. Masopes up to P1. It's Patton in P2 and Robbie Racing in P3. Great night so far for that 18. There are 46 laps to go in this race. We're starting to get down here to the nitty-gritty, and we're seeing some big-time new players up here that are super big-time, like this 18, as well as the 54. And the 92 of Taddy, and I'm starting to wonder, is that 92 perhaps the fastest car on the track? Because he ran up there and passed the 9 quick. I don't know if the 9 might have had an issue there, but I'm thinking this 92 is looking very, very sporty right now. He is riding in position. I believe that's position number 6. And I love that paint scheme, I gotta be honest. That's a nice-looking paint scheme.
Yeah, I was teammates with one of the guys that drove that car last season, and there was some pretty good paint schemes on that car. A lot of these cars have some really good paint schemes.
We got a big time battle for the lead. Robbie Racing takes a move under the 7. Send that 18 of Robbie Racing, our friend from across the pond. Pinky's up for Robbie Racing as he's going to take the point here for just a moment. I'm still watching this 92. The 7 of Patton spinning the wall out there. Wow, I'm not quite sure if he got pinched. Oh, some contact with the 08 of Masopes might have sent him into the wall a little bit. A little bit of a I wouldn't say like an intentional door, but hard racing, and that 7 stuck in position 4. And look here, this 92 coming up quick here, Klein.
Yeah, the thing is, some of these guys, you don't know what they have. They don't always show the cards that they have in their hand. It'll be interesting to see if some of these guys are just laying back, waiting for this last stage. And I believe Taddy might have been doing just that. He's looking pretty strong here in this final stage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're big in the grass here. Around goes the 08 of Masopes. Up in front of the field here. And I believe everyone's going to get by there. Oh no, we're wrecking big on the front stretch. The 11's gone around again. They got the 16 around. More cars are around. That should bring out the yellow flag here. Although not yet. Not yet. But there you go. There goes that caution. Let me see if I can get a look at what might have happened to Masopes. It looks like the 18 kind of... I really don't think they made any contact, but the 18 kind of ran that 08 out of room, forced the 08 to the apron, and the 08 couldn't keep it under control there on the apron, spun back up into the field. Really, really aggressive racing. If you think about it from Robbie Racing's perspective, it's not been the year he's been looking for, so he feels like probably that he has to defend every position that he can get as hard as he can. Certainly don't think that there's any hard feelings or bad blood between these two, but definitely tough as Chase Beatty will lead us to the green flag here after our fourth caution of the race. Someone on that outside lane got a really bad restart. The 10 of Braves was not able to get going there, guys. Butters, are you back yet?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I should have said something. My bad. I've been following you guys as you're talking. It's still a little laggy.
Oh, we got the car out on the outside wall. It's the 19 of Don't Want None. And that's tough for him because he had been on up inside the top 10. Heavy damage to that number 19 Toyota. Saw some damage on the 20 of Marini as well. It's been a tough night. Oh, we're wrecking down the backstretch. Around goes the 1 of Hamilton into the inside wall. I didn't quite... I caught the very tail end of that one, but a fast car has been kind of taken out of this race rather quickly here, as they are either very loose or very laggy on my end. A lot of cars moving around here. A little too much even for me. 36 to go. Man, that 7 has taken off, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's put her in checkout mode here as of right now.
I was thinking they might be content to click off some stage 3 laps here, but I just don't think they are.
We got a newcomer to the top 5. It looks like we got that number 54, Jose Protege, running in that 4th hole.
Yeah, and he's kind of stayed in the back half of the top 10. Look at the 08 of Masopes already back up to position number 5. And he's going to look to the inside of that 54 of Jose for position number 4. But he's not quite going to be able to clear the 54, as he has to back out a little bit. The 08's going to have a little bit of help from that 92 of Taddy, who was very fast on that last run before the caution. The 08 is going to send the 54 up the racetrack, though. Big time aggressive move by that 08. The 54 is then going to move the 52 up the racetrack a little bit. Big time battles going on here in the back half of the top 10. Klein, where's your camera at right now?
I was watching that 54, the 18, the 22. I was watching their little... Oh, we got another car around the backstretch.
That is the...
16
Who is
Monster.
that? The 16 a Monster, and he was stuck on the bottom of a 3-wide situation there. I believe Bad Guy was there, as well as the 4 of Ken. And I believe the 4 might have had some contact with the 8. But it's the 7 checking out right now. We're approaching the back third of this race here.
I'd like
So,
to
Klein,
see
is-
Masopes... I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
Clay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'd like
You're
to
good.
see Masopes get clear of this 0 and 9 car and see if he is able to run down the 7 with the remaining laps that we have. That would be that'd be a spectacle, as Sauce would call it. That'd be one heck of a battle between those two.
Yeah, so there you go. He's your teammate over there at Black Bear Racing a little bit, that '08 of Masopes, as they're looking to work around this 9 of Nuka, who's in need of a good finish. Here comes that 92 of Taddy, though. I'm telling you, that 92 might have the best balance on the racetrack right now. 21 of Mopowa Cat, also a guy in need of a great run. He's going to come through for that 5th position. Masopes sliding down to P6. But as we kind of get a small break in the action here as we click off some laps, I want to talk with you, Klein, since this is your first time up in the booth. You are a co-captain of Black Bear Racing with Chewy. You're you have control of his truck team there at Tennessee, the newly named Tennessee Whiskey Racing. You're also racing the 52 truck down there. You got guys you're working with. You got Bomber, you got Ty Racing, and now you have Terrell DePhantom, who was just added to your team via trade this week. Kind of just talk to us about the team a little bit. I've talked with the Cup guys there from Black Bear Racing at length this year, but I want to talk with you about how things are going over on the truck side for you.
Basically everything, in my opinion, is going great. I know Bomber's watching. Huge shout out to him. I give him a hard time every day of the week, but he is he's doing exactly what I need him to do. And we got Ty Racing. He's currently sitting up inside the playoff cutoff line. I couldn't ask for anything more out of those two. And with the new one, the new addition being, I'm sorry, his name has slipped me. What is it again?
Terrell.
Yes, Terrell. I've heard good things about him, and it'll be interesting to see how well the four of us can get things started here tonight at Charlotte. Instantly, when he was added to the team, he was asking about practice. I believe him and Bomber already ran some practice laps here in preparation for tonight. So the camaraderie seems to be there. It'll be great to see how the team goes moving forward. I really want to do the best I can with that team and try to earn Chewy a truck championship. That's the end goal.
Yeah, and we still got a long ways to go there in the truck series. Should be great racing here, and we're headed for Charlotte later tonight, so it should be a great race there. So there you have it. Some changes here inside the top 5 to note. You guys will have seen it on your screen there. Beatty holding on to position 2, but Taddy working his way up now. He's going to look for position 2. Now Masopes is going to drive in, make it 3 wide. Masopes wants it. Oh, contact. 92 of Taddy goes around. The 0 of Beatty goes around. Big time wrecking here in stage number 3, taking out a couple of front runners here. Wow, the 07 caught up, the 92 caught up. Who else was caught up in that one? Maybe the 10 of Braves caught up to that one a little late. See some damage for the 8. The 20 has damage. Lots of guys with damage. Now, we will be able to make it to the end on fuel. And we'll see if they can make it on tires. But there will be roughly 22 or 23 laps to go. That all started when the 08 of Masopes made a 3-wide move there on GTR Taddy and Chase Beatty. You know, really couldn't lift. That sent the 92 up the racetrack, and he got into the 0, and that just sent them both around. Very aggressive move by that 08. Late in this race, but it is late in this race. So here we go. Our 5th caution of the race will bring us back to the green flag here. Ooh, the 9 is going to move the 08 up the racetrack a little bit. That's going to help the 7 of Patton get away. Oh, are we wrecking in the back again? We are almost wrecking in the back again. See JCR Clash and joining us in here for some action here towards the tail end of this race. And so, welcome into the booth, JCR Clash, and thanks for hopping in here late. I don't have an invite for you. I wish I had gotten that for you. As a matter of fact, let me. Butters, can you take over for a second?
Yep. So yeah, as we're going to take over for Clay here a little bit, we're just going to ride along here with I was riding along here with the 54 Jose. It looks like he is either something happened, legged out, or he called it a night. So he's on pit road. We're going to get up to somebody up front here that's kind of up by front. Here's a newcomer to the front. Top three is at 21 of Mo Power Cat. And then followed by that number 18 of Robbie is in your fourth place. Klein, your opinion, you got Mo Power Cat up here battling up in the third now. What's your thoughts on that as he's worked his way up late in this race?
Well, it's definitely the right time to show up and show what you got. It's Mo Power Cat. I mean, I competed against him last season here in the Xfinity Series. Strong competitor, much respect for him. So I believe that if he gets the right opportunities, he will be able to maybe do something with both front runners.
Yeah, and I'm checking out who's let's see that 4 car. He's new to the top 5. Just Ken. So there you go. There's another newcomer here to the front pack that's been running. I haven't really mentioned his number all night, but he's finding the right time here to work his way towards the front also.
And not too far behind them is that 22 car of WRX Mike. See if he can't catch on to the back of that pack and see if he can gain a couple more positions.
Right, so we got Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, we're working with about 15 laps to go. I do want to welcome JCR Clash into the booth. He's going to join us for the full race, Xfinity race next week, but he is catching up with some streams. So as we near the end of this race, JCR Clash, first of all, welcome to the booth. But you're getting ready to race in the Cup race, and I know you probably haven't watched a ton of the Xfinity race, but what is kind of your move for tonight? Because you've got a big-time field.
Yeah, thanks for having me. My expectations tonight with a big field, I don't know exactly how many cars we're going to have. I would imagine around 20. It's going to be pretty drafty, I would think. I don't think there's going to be too many breakaways unless we get pit stops and someone has a bad cycle. But yeah, it should be an entertaining race. I don't expect too much like 3-wide racing because Charlotte's pretty narrow in the corners. But it should be a fun race.
Well, there you have it. There's JCR Clashing, and you'll hear more from him next week as he'll join the booth with us for, I believe, the next race on the calendar is going to end up being, let me get a look here. It will be after the Christmas break, but it will be at Chicagoland. So we'll have JCR Clashing in the booth for the Xfinity race at Chicagoland. So you'll hear a little bit more from him as he's going to try and help us call the back part of this race here a little bit. Have you caught up with someone's stream yet there, Clashing?
Yeah, I am on your guys' stream, actually.
On our stream, so you're going to help us there. So I do want to see what Klein is up to right now. Klein, who do you have your eye on right now?
I just switched back to the leader, the 7 of Patton, checking in on that gap that he's been able to, well, I say that as in was able to maintain, but it looks like those back 4 cars are slowly creeping up on him. Be interesting to see what happens when they get there.
So yeah, a couple things I just wanted to, just an update. Jose did lag out, so unfortunate for his night come to an end early. And also, Clash, and yeah, thanks for joining us in the booth, buddy. And I know we were talking about a big field. I believe you're going to have about 22 cars out there. You're going to have the powerhouse, plus you're also going to have our past champions provisionals are both going to be ran. So you're also going to have the likes of Sharp and Big Jim out there tonight. So it's going to be a tough workout for everybody tonight. But I just want to let you know too, you're also my pick. So I just wanted to keep it so that don't make you too nervous. But yeah, you're my pick tonight, Clashing.
Nah, don't get too nervous. But it'll be fun racing with Jim and Sharp again. Those are probably the only guys that I adjusted to racing with last season. Like this season, we've had a total different roster, and some of these guys I've never raced with, and I haven't raced a full schedule yet. So still getting chemistry down with certain people, and it's been a struggle.
Well, yeah, it's a long season, so we've got a long ways to go here. Do want to say we have 11 laps to go in this race. And the 9 of Nuka did have some issues there. He did get into the outside wall there a little bit. And he has fallen to the back of this pack, but Nuka's still on line for a fantastic finish. And guys, we're heating up for a really great finish here. Some guys that haven't won races yet this year, in the likes of Robbie Racing, as well as Mo Power Cat and Just Ken. Taddy falling out of this pack there via a wreck. And Clashin, you're driving for Venom Racing again this year for the second season in a row. Taddy looking really strong here in the Xfinity race. Gets caught up in a late wreck, but he has two of his drivers up here inside the top 5.
Yeah, this is one of Taddy's better tracks. I missed his wreck, but this is another race that I think, Iowa he dropped in. That was another one of his favorite tracks, and it's a shame that he wrecked out of this one.
Oh, the 08 of Masopes has been into the wall. He's got contact with the 21. Man, the 21's going to save it. But, oh my goodness, the 08 is really, really struggling right now. He's had contact with a number of drivers here inside the top 5. But, guys, how about this 18 of Robbie Racing getting up here and dicing it up with Patton here inside 10 laps to go? Robbie Racing in the drive for his life right now. It looks like, the Brit is really getting it done here tonight, late in this race.
Yeah, it's crazy to have him see him. So far this year he's had kind of, I would say, little below what he's expecting for the talented that he is. But, yeah, really good run out here tonight for Robbie. So hopefully he can hang on and give that number 7 all he can handle.
As we do have 7 laps to go here, and wonder what that 7 of Patton's thinking right now. Can he drive away from this 18? I know the 18 wants that win. The 18 is really in need of a good finish here. Just to show you what the Cobra E-Racing Series is all about. We have guys that come in and are the front runners every week, but Robbie Racing right now is 16th in the point standings, and he's challenging our points leader for a win here at Charlotte. This is what I'm telling y'all. For those of you that are in the league racing in Cup or Trucks or Xfinity, this is why I pick surprise winners, because it's this type of deal that can happen. So, there you go. Robbie Racing 16th in points, and he's running here in position 2, trying to run down the 7 of Patton. And I'll tell you what, guys, especially you, Clashin, as you're getting ready to take off on the racetrack, this 18 of Robbie Racing looks fantastic on corner entry, but Patton pulls him just a little on corner exit. What does that tell you about what that 18 car is doing right now as we're inside 5 to go?
Usually at Charlotte, you're loose in the center. So Robbie's probably has a little bit of a tighter car, so he can rotate the center a little better. But since he's tight, he's probably chattering the fronts off corner, which allows the 7 to pull away. So Robbie has a tighter car, which loses momentum off the corner, and then Patton probably has a loose car, so he has to check up his entry, but he gets a better launch off the corner.
Well, there you go. We have 4 laps to go here in this race. Klein, I'm assuming you have it on these front 2 right here?
I do. I'm watching the different lines. If you watch that 7 car, he's pretty much hugging that line right around the bottom all the way around. That 18 is searching up about half a lane to a lane higher. He's trying to see if he can find any type of speed or anything different to try to catch Patton.
Well, yeah, and there you go. 3 laps to go here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Private Patton looking for his 3rd win in as many races, having won the last 2 at Mid-Ohio and Iowa. And now Robbie Racing looking for his 1st win of the year. He was runner-up in the race, the season opener at Daytona, looking for a race win. What does he do? How aggressive does he get? There's 2 laps to go. Taking us all the way back to 1776 here, America versus Great Britain. Who will prevail in the end? As they might have a lap car to deal with here on the final lap. I can't quite tell who that is up there in the front. Could that be, who is that? That might be the 0 or the 1. I can't quite tell. It is a blue and white car. There are 2 blue and white cars in this race. But off turn number 4, it's going to be Private Patton seeing the white flag. Does the 18 have anything left in the tank? They're going to throw it off there into turn number 1. Patton is a little bit tight there, a little bit volatile right now. Can that 18 get the run down the backstretch? It's the 7 trying to break the draft here, and he's going to do just that. They're going to drive off into 3 and 4. The 18 is going to try a move on the outside to try and get a runoff, but it's not quite going to be enough. It's Private Patton winning his third race in a row. A great run to the finish. The 18 of Robbie will go position number 2, and P3, I believe, will go to Masopes. P4 will go to Mopawanuka. 5th goes to Ken. 6th to Mopawacat. 7th is WRX Mike. Taddy goes 8th. It's Derek Cope 9th. And Hamilton rebounds for a 10th place finish here in this one. So there was your finish there, guys. Fast thoughts. Start with you, Klein.
Where is Sauce when you need him? What a spectacle. That was a good race.
Butters, what are you thinking? How was that finish on your end?
Oh, it's pretty awesome. You know, I thought maybe at the end there that, like you said, you called Robbie going up onto the high side there, tried to get a run off that corner, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him. But you know what? It was still a great finish, and overall, it just, you know, a good race overall with these guys. So kudos to Robbie for coming home second, for a guy that, like I said, has had struggles a little bit so far this year. So obviously a great run again for Patton, with Robbie having another good run. And I believe you said who finished third?
Masopes.
Masopes. My pick, Masopes. So, yeah, strong run for these guys.
And for you, Clash, and you joined late in this one, but you got to see a great finish. Any fast thoughts from you? Fastest lap of the race, by the way, to Marini.
Yeah, I joined with like 10 to go or so, and the 7 car was in the lead. It kind of played out how I thought it would, because usually the leader has a pretty big advantage. The draft does help, but usually the leader can basically control his own outcome as long as like he's not obviously like the slower car. But good job by Robbie, at least applying pressure for the last 10 laps. Like, he did all he could to at least try to push Patton into a mistake.
And so there you have it. Let's get to our third place finisher real quick. I see he's joined the party. Man, what an eventful night for this 08 of Masopes. And man, it was all to do there for you there in stage 3. But you were one of the best cars here tonight. And you came home with a third place finish. I know you wanted more than that. You had a really fast car. So kind of tell me about your night, Masopes.
Yeah, I had a really good car. Thought that me and the 7 and the 0, probably the fastest 3 cars until stage 3, the 18 really kicked on. I drove over my head a little bit tonight in some situations, but I told myself last week I really didn't want to come out here and finish second to the 7 car again, so I was going to be aggressive this week. And see a lot of people, you know, saying stuff about just moving through people and whatnot, but there's a difference in running over somebody, and there's also a difference in leaving a lane on 1 and 2 every time. And if you expect me to come in this league and sit behind you for 50 laps to go in stage 3 for 15th or 5th or 3rd or 1st or whatever it is, if you leave a lane, I'm going to take it, because that's what racing is to me. I didn't sign up for this league to just sit around and wait. So, but yeah, tough night. Hopefully we can go get him next week. Patton had a really good car. Robbie really turned it on late. Sucks for the contact we had in stage 3. I think Robbie came down on me turn 4, but you know, I don't think that was intentional by any means, just unlucky. So good race to the 18 and the 7. They definitely had 2 fast cars at the end. They both deserved those spots. So on to next week.
So this is your third podium in 4 races, and you have a win in that time span as well. So is this the momentum that you're liking to see right now? I know obviously you want to put that 08 in victory lane, but are you liking the momentum you've got right now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can like it, but again, it's just not. It's not what you want at the end of the day. I feel like I've got the pace to win a lot of these races and come out ahead of some other guys, but that's just not. Fortunately, that's just not how it shakes out sometimes. And I'm sure the relationships that I affected tonight with my competitors won't help me in that aspect. But you know, that's just racing. Like I said before, nobody comes into this league to sign up to sit around and wait. So.
Well, so I want to throw it over to Klein to see if he has any comments for you. Your Black Bear Racing teammate, actually, your co-captain, actually, was in the booth tonight. So he was talking a lot about you tonight. So, Klein, you got anything for Masopes?
Yeah, first thing, Masopes, congrats on the top 3. I know that's not what you wanted, but much respect for you. You've been doing a great job this season. I started off in that '08, and I had to, relinquish it. I could not have helped select a better guy to take over that '08. So just, again, kind of like, how are you feeling? Do you think that you're going to make it? How do you feel as far as your chances to make it into the final round of the playoffs with the momentum that you're having so far this season?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. Confidence is key and something like that, but there's no doubt in my mind that the championship won't have to go through me as well as it will Patton, as well as it will, I think Hamilton too. I think all three of us have really showed out, and, let everybody know that if you're going to win this Xfinity title, it's going to have to go through one of us. So there's no doubt about that. But it's just about getting better overall. The guys that I'm going up against in that aspect of Hamilton and Patton, I think both of them are much more experienced drivers with better racecraft than me. So that's something that I really have to focus on and work on if I want to be able to beat them.
I want to get quick thoughts from JCR Clashin, who joined later in this one. So if you can make your comments kind of quick, and so we can move forward with the interviews.
Don't really have anything for him. I didn't really see much besides the top 2 or 3 there in the last 10 laps, so don't really have much.
And Butters, you got anything from us, Hopes?
Yeah, just congratulations, your top 3 tonight, buddy. I like the thinking you have. Like they say, keep grinding, and I'm pretty confident we're going to see that '08 in a victory lane here. So just keep grinding away, and good luck, man. We're going to hope to see you, talk to you a few more times here after the races.
Yeah, see you, man. Thanks.
Well, there you have it, our third place finisher of Masopes. Man, I'm excited to talk to our second place finisher, the 18 of Robbie Racing. Man, oh man, your car came alive in that third stage, and you diced it up with Patton there. Man, I was having a blast with that. Congratulations to you on your second place finish there. A much needed second place with you sitting 16th in the point standings coming into this one. Tell me about your night.
Oh, mate, what a night. What a night. I mean, there was cars everywhere, and, as you've seen through the season, my results have not been great through the season, and Charlotte is one of my favourite tracks. Always has been, always will be, so I wanted to make sure I got a solid result for the team tonight, because I haven't been pulling my weight recently, and that needed to be done. Hopefully we can get a few more results like this, how it was tonight, and I can get the car dialed in. I normally race like the customs, so sliders is definitely new to me on Heat 5 even after all these years. But yeah, I'm happy with the result I got tonight. I mean, I got into Nuka, and the only reason I know that is because in my screen I didn't touch him, but I see him hit the wall. So I want to apologise to Nuka, and I also want to apologise to Masopes because I thought I left him enough room, but we all know that turn 3 and 4 is quite tricky to get multiple cars around, so I'd like to apologise to him as well. But, I also want to thank my teammates. They just let me go. They gave me plenty of room. They just let me go. Jose even said, he goes, "You got a really fast car. I'm not going to hold you up." And he just let me go. So shout out to those boys as well.
Well, I want to throw it over to Klein, who was in the booth with me for this race. Klein, you got anything for Robbie?
Yeah, Robbie, I don't, I don't know much about you because you're new to the league, but I do want to say congrats on that second place finish, and your car did come alive there at the end. You did a great job. I really thought you were going to be able to give that 7 car a run, but, your time will come, I'm sure. You seem like a great guy, and I can't wait to see it.
Appreciate it, buddy. I want to say congratulations to Patton as well, and appreciate what you guys do, doing the broadcast and that, and thank you.
I want to get quick thoughts from JCR Clashin. You got anything?
I understand your struggles, Robbie, for presets. At the end, do you think you could have done like anything different in terms of draft usage, your line, anything?
I think I could have worked on my line round 3 and 4 a little bit more. It seemed that's where he would pull away from me. I knew him breaking a draft on the back stretch. I knew he was going to do that, but I didn't want to be right on the back of him going into turn 3 and 4 because I was getting tight on turn 3 entry, so I needed that bit of gap to get the exit to catch up with him again and pull the draft on the front stretch.
Yeah, we kind of noticed you were losing some ground on exit. We were kind of wondering, like, did you have a tight car? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, towards the end it was definitely getting tight and I'm struggling, so I didn't want to use all of it up too much. I knew we had like 5 laps to go, so I was like, I just got to do what I can do and try and pace myself. Take your time and be patient.
And then I want to throw it over to Butters real quick.
Yeah, just real quick. Congratulations to my friend from across the pond there, Robbie.
Love you, Butters.
Like I said, strong run Friday night. Like you said, you were needing this for just to have a good night overall, and looking forward. Hopefully, you getting this number 18 dialed in, and it's always a pleasure to be able to sit down and chat with you, buddy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do definitely miss our conversations and our fortnight days. It was definitely a wingman, back then. So hopefully we'll see you back out there, and you can be my wingman on the track, maybe one day.
You got her.
So there you have it. You heard from our second place finisher of Robbie Racing. And then for the third week in a row, he kind of called his shot last week too. It's the 7 of Private Patton going to victory lane. Man, very interesting night. You didn't quite pull away in this one. You had a really interesting night, and you had to battle that 18 there at the end. I wanted to get your thoughts on that finishing battle. Was going through your mind there, and congratulations on your 4th win of the season. First driver in Cobra to do that.
Oh wow! Ever? Really?
This year.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say, like, ever. Come on, like, really?
This year.
Yeah, okay. Jokes. Anyway, so, yeah. First of all, congrats to myself in P3 as well as Robbie in P2. I'll tell you what, I was sweating. People, we're all here for fun and games, but I was sweating those final 20 laps. I thought the final caution before the last one was it. You would actually have to make a green flag pit stop, and I was just like, all right, baby, it's my time to shine. And then we had a caution. I'm just like, fuck. Dude, draft was so important. Like, oh my god. You said how I couldn't pull away. It's arguable who had the fastest car. It was honestly what really kept us together, and what really kept us going at it was the draft, if you ask me. As soon as cars got separated, it was really hard to catch back up. That being said, my setup was, I trimmed it on out in order to really cut through the corners. It may not be too good in a straight line, but cutting through those corners, oh man, watch out. Like a hot knife through butter. So yeah, it was this Chevy brand number 7 was really, really good today. Like I said, like you said, 3rd win in a row, 4th of the season. I don't even know where we're up next. Hopefully it's
Chicagoland after Christmas.
Chicagoland. Well, screw it. Okay, I'm not going to win there. So, all right. Well, never mind then. I always hit the bump off turn 4 there. Yes, there is a glitch off turn 4. I hit it every lap.
Well, I want to throw it over to Klein because he was in the booth with me for this race. Klein, what you got for Patton?
Yeah, Patton, good win. What was it? You said it's your third. Was it 3rd or 4th?
3rd in a row.
I think it's my second.
Third in a row. That is impressive. So yeah, just keep it up and keep chugging along and make this a good season.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm gonna get quick thoughts from JCR Clash in there.
Yeah, you said you were sweating there at the end. Like, have you always been that way, or like, is it getting better now that you've been winning so much lately?
Honestly, I mean, I don't think it's like, it's kind of like stage fright, in a way. I mean, when you have eyes on you, like I stream every race. In fact, I'm like every race I do, I stream. That's one of those things that you don't quite lose. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, it was I think it was Ayrton Senna that said like as soon as it was Martin Brundle. That's who it was. Like as soon as those nerves go away, you're no longer a driver. Like there's always some kind of nerves in order to perform, in order to do well by your team for Sauce and as well as my teammates. To go up here and say that, hey, Litsum is the best, and not even just in Cobra, but just league wide, game wide, even in F1. There's always that heart pounding moments, that where you have to mano a mano, like Robbie and I there at the end, and and one mistake can cost you the win. So, I mean, quite literally, as soon as you lose those nerves, I mean, I think it's just time to retire at that point.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. As long as you're having fun with those nerves, that's all that matters.
I'm going to get quick thoughts from Butters. I'm going to go ahead and end my stream on my channel. But, Butters, give your quick thoughts so we can get ready for Cup.
Right. Well, just really no question. Just another congratulations for Patton. Another strong performance, man. So just it's crazy how you can maintain the front like that all the time with these guys battling. I mean, you got the secrets, but yeah, just shout out, man. 4 in a row, or 4th one this season. I mean, that's hard to do in Cobra at any level. So, congratulations, buddy.
I appreciate it. I will admit, a lot of this stuff comes about not only with practice, but also with a little bit of luck. I mean, you have to. I mean, you can be fast 99 laps out of 100, but if you're sitting in 20th for those 99 laps, being fast, it's not doing anything. You have to put yourself in position. I feel like I accomplished that really well by putting yourself in position. You always have a shot.
And there you go. Well, I think we're gonna cut this off. I mean, I'm gonna try to reset my stuff so I don't have the streaming issues lagging for the Cup race. We're gonna have a dandy coming up here in 20 minutes with the Cup guys coming from Charlotte for the 300 laps. So we're gonna have a 4-stage 300 lap race, I believe, and
300 laps. Holy God.
but yeah, till then, I just want to thank Clashin and Klein for joining me and Clay in the booth. And like I said, check back here in about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, as we will go. We'll cut the Cup boys loose here from Charlotte. So till then, guys, just go get yourself something to drink, take a break, and come back and join us for race number 2 here tonight at the Cobra E Racing Series.